I was interviewed yesterday, and someone asked me something um about like social media and that side of things. And I kind of, as I was talking, I was thinking about it, and I was like, I think maybe because CrossFit is such a young sport, like the athletes
Hmm.
don't have, like, say if you look at like you know, like David Beckham, like world famous sports person, like
Yeah.
he would have been someone that's like unattainable. Like you're never going
Hmm.
to get in touch with him, no matter what you do. Like there's going to be so
Yep.
many barriers and people you need to go through. So I think CrossFit doesn't have that, where like I can message Tia and there's
Yeah.
like it's an outside chance, but there's a chance she'll see it, and like
Yeah.
then there's a chance she'll reply. I think like there's not as many barriers. Obviously, their reach isn't as large. Like the highest CrossFit accounts are probably like, 1.5 million.
Hmm.
Whereas like,
Yeah.
the lowest footballers would be 1 million. The lowest NFL players would be 1 million. Like
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
it dwarfs in comparison. But I think, yeah, it leaves a lot more suppose, which is good in CrossFit as well. It leaves a lot more like community opportunities where
Hmm.
like any old person can just get in touch, and the message might just happen to be seen, or it might never be seen, but there's still an opportunity. It's
So all of this actually really plays into how I got Whiteboard Daily started. I mean, it's actually an appropriate segue if we want to get into that. So I the, I came up with this idea of like I wanted to share all of these thoughts that were in my brain with regard to what I've experienced, especially with regard to CrossFit, but also other sports. And sports have always been a big part of my life, and I've always enjoyed coaching people. So I wanted to have an outlet for this and a platform to share things that I've learned. And I first started Whiteboard Daily probably I think it was 2017, August of 2017, and I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do, and so I started just posting. I took a whiteboard, and every single day I would either post an inspirational quote or I would post a workout. And nowadays, and even back then, and you start to realize like the social media is really already kind of saturated with that type of content. Like you can find that anywhere, and there's nothing special about it. And so I did it for, I don't know, probably maybe 3 or 4 months or so. And I was like, this just isn't, this isn't going the way I want it to. So I took off a year. I didn't do anything for a year. And I was just trying to think like what I wanted to do, how I wanted to like create something special. And so I sat down and mapped out a month of content. And I thought like, okay, let's do like maybe like a motivational Monday. I'll do like a motivational quote on Monday. And then Tuesday will be some kind of like a technique tip on Tuesday. And then Wednesday will be a workout. And Thursday will be like a book review, or I don't know, something to give me some kind of direction with my content. And I noticed a few things. I noticed that people love the coaching cues that I started to post, and they were very relatable. And they weren't nearly as involved as what they are now. Now, um, I'll draw something, redraw it. I'll really hone it. I'll make it look exactly the way I want to. Back then, I may have maybe had like 200, 300 followers or so, and so I really didn't. There's like a low risk for like messing up on something. It's like no one's really going to see it anyway. But going back to like kind of building that community, what I would do is that I would reach out to the big timers in the CrossFit world, like the CrossFit Games athletes, and I would send messages, just not really blast messages, but like I would send out tons of messages to the point where Instagram has that feature that kind of governs you, where you like it says like you've sent too many messages, you need to stop,
Yeah.
and you need to hold off for like 2 hours or a day or whatever it was, I don't know. And I would just send messages to tons of elite level CrossFit athletes and say, hey, listen, do you have any cool coaching cues that you would like to share? And some got back to me and some didn't, but it goes back to what you're saying about the accessibility of people in our sport, or people in this sport. And you really, I also want people to understand this too. If you are looking to build something with regard to social media, build a brand, build some kind of platform for yourself, you really have everything that you need already at your disposal. And you might think that you need to purchase something, purchase a service, or purchase a better computer, or purchase or buy domain names, or whatever it is. And it's so easy to find little distractions or little obstacles and realize that you think that they're bigger than what they really are, when all you really have to do is just move, just make a post, just make another post, and don't get caught up in perfection. I mean, my very first posts were like, they were pretty archaic compared to what I'm doing now, but like, you have to go through that. You have to grow. I'm already talking too much.
I love that. And it's something that really resonates with me as well, where I think this podcast was something where I just kind of said like, fuck it, I'll do it, and just started. And I had no, like, I had no microphone, I had no nothing. Like, I'm still sitting on a garden chair. Like, I just had nothing. Like, I remember interviewing, you know, the Buttery Bros with my laptop on top of an upside down clothes basket on a bed in a spare room, like just nothing. And it's kind of like, it is something, I think you're right, where people say like, I would, but like, I don't have a ring light, or I don't have a Mac, or I don't have a mic, or I don't have a camera, or a, you know, the right lifters, or the right whatever, like, and like, you can get the stuff, but you can't like, you can't buy inspiration, you can't buy an idea. So you like, once if you have anything at all, you just need to start moving, and then assume that when you start to pick up momentum, that you can, like, you can buy stuff anywhere along the way, or you can inherit stuff, or get stuff, whatever, but like, beg, borrow, steal, whatever. Well, maybe not steal, but that's definitely
steal inspiration.
It's definitely something that resonates with me.